Hi Massimo, this is Dan here. I'm really excited to play around with QLC Plus for version 5.0, and I wanted to give some feature requests for Show Manager. First of all, I really like 3D view, and I'm loving how we can snap to the grid within Show Manager. I also like how intuitive this is now for when we're adding different tracks. Much more intuitive. So our first feature request, I was really hoping that we would be able to snap right to 0.0. And I can kind of do it. I drag too far, it goes negative. So that would be one thing which would be great. If we could just snap right to 0, and then you'd have to push a little further if you wanted to go negative. Okay, it looks like I got it. I'm loving how we can change the length like this. I realize that we have snap to grid as an option now, so we can either snap to the front, the back of the grid. What I would love is to be able to precisely position this. And then my next cue, I would love it if I could snap to start right exactly. That would be, I think you know what I mean. If we look at DaVinci here, we have that feature. So if I want this to go right until the next asset here, it perfectly goes there, right? And even if my cursor is over here, for example, I can drag, it'll snap, and I can drag it a little more if I don't want it to go there, right? And of course, we can turn off snapping. But I think that that would be incredible if we could do that. That would make planning shows a lot easier. The other thing that would be excellent is if we have an MP3, could we please see the WAV, like the wave graphic? If we could see the wave here, it would really help with, zooming in just like we would in other editors. So for example, here I can see in DaVinci, I can see, oh yeah, right on that beat,
Our project is shaping.
right on that beat, I want to have the text appear or whatever, right? So anyway, so those are 3 feature requests. Being able to snap to the 0 point. And let me zoom out here. Let's see what's going on. Stop, and then I go here. So being able to snap exactly to 0, that would be amazing if we could do that more simply. Okay, and then the other one that I just said was being able to, for example, if I know this needs to start here, being able to drag this and have this stop right where it's supposed to exactly, not go past it or have, a blackout for a millisecond. And, same thing for dragging this way. That would be really amazing. I'm not quite sure, stretch the original function, what that means. So if I click on this and not this, if I click on this, stretch the original function, does that mean, anyway, I'll play around with what that means. But yeah, hopefully those feature requests make sense. And then the third one would be being able to see the wave graphic. You know what I mean? Being able to see the so that we can edit based on sound even more. I'm really excited to play more with it. Thank you so much for creating this. Take care.